It was supposed to be just another regular night. Some dinner, a random movie neither of us cared about. The kind of quiet evening that feels easy when love becomes familiar, comfortable. Or so I believed. She chuckled at something on her phone, the screen casting a soft glow in the low light. And for just a heartbeat, no more than that, I saw a name I didn't recognize. Something deep in me twisted. She caught me staring. Quick as a reflex, she flipped the phone face down, let out another laugh. Nobody, she said like it was nothing, just a friend. But when someone says nobody and hides their screen like it's burning, you don't need confirmation. You just know. I tried to brush it off, tried to focus on the night, pretend I hadn't just witnessed the first crack in everything we had built. But my thoughts ran wild. Her laugh didn't sound the same. Was it forced? Her touch no longer lingered the way it once did. And her eyes, they were always looking somewhere else. I didn't bring it up that night. No accusations, no arguments. I stayed quiet, observing, listening. It didn't take long. She began staying up later. Her phone, always locked now, smiling at messages meant for someone else. I faded into the walls of my own home, while she became a stranger, wearing the face of the woman I once adored. Then one night, I snapped. She was in the shower, steam filling the room. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I wasn't going to check it, I swear, but my hand moved anyway, like it already knew what my heart wasn't ready to face. I picked it up, and there it was, that name again, but not just a couple messages this time. There were hundreds, photos, memories, plans I wasn't part of, secrets, inside jokes, desires once meant for me, now shared with someone else. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This was intentional. She hadn't just cheated. She'd replaced me, bit by silent bit. I didn't wait for her to come out. Didn't need to hear the lies, the explanations, the rehearsed regret. I walked to the closet, grabbed a bag, took only the essentials, and left. No goodbye, no note, no sound. She didn't believe I'd really go, but she didn't know who I was anymore. The days that followed blurred. I checked into a cheap motel, ignored her texts, her calls. At first, she flooded my phone. Where are you? Talk to me. This isn't fair. I can explain. But what was left to explain? She made her choice, and I made mine. I blocked her, deleted the photos, unfollowed everything, tried to scrub her out of my world. But the truth is, you don't erase someone you loved. You just learn to turn the volume down on their memory. 2 weeks later, I signed a lease on a tiny apartment. Started from scratch. Started to breathe again. Some nights, I still reached out in my sleep. A reflex I couldn't kill. Cruel, involuntary. Heartbreak. But slowly, the silence became something calm. The ache stopped shouting. 6 months went by. Then she showed up. I was walking home from work, groceries in one hand, headphones in the other, turned the corner, and there she was, standing outside my building, looking smaller, not in size, in spirit, like the guilt had eaten through her. Hey, she said softly, like we hadn't broken. I said nothing, just looked at her. Can we talk? She asked. I should have kept walking. I didn't. Maybe some part of me wanted closure. Maybe I needed her to admit it. We ended up in a small cafe a block away, one I never took her to, my new safe place. She stirred her coffee but never drank it. Her hand shook. Her voice was barely there. I never thought you'd really leave, she said. That was her mistake. She thought love made me soft. It didn't. It made me strong enough to leave. She said it wasn't serious, that she was confused, that it was a mistake. But mistakes don't span months. They don't greet you every morning with a text. They don't take my place in bed. She cried, said she missed me. That life felt empty. And maybe I believed her. But it didn't matter, because regret doesn't undo betrayal. And guilt isn't love. I don't need you to forgive me, she whispered. I just needed you to know I still think about us. I nodded, and for the first time in what felt like forever, I felt nothing. No hurt, No anger, no longing, just clarity. You think about us, I said quietly, but you didn't fight for us when it counted. She had no reply. She stood, waited for me to say something, anything, but I'd already said enough. I left her sitting there and walked back into the life I rebuilt on my own, a life that no longer had space for someone who once believed I'd never leave, no matter what. When someone shows you your worth to them, believe it. Don't wait for apologies that arrive too late. Don't wait for closure. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is walk away when they least expect it and never look back.